All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go on the Rakah Kwadash. And man, beautiful, beautiful Yapah times that we're living in. Yapah times. You know, breaking news. I'm pretty sure you've heard by now, but things are heating up in the Levant, in Western Asia, the Middle East. I tried to put the link for this video in the description, but it wouldn't let me. I uploaded the video and I forgot. But you saw where I got it from. You could do you could do your due diligence. You could do a little work your damn self. It's a lock, yeah. But I tried to. It wouldn't let me put it in. But hopefully you heard what Trump said, and now everything, you're starting to see the big picture. We've been seeing it, but now you're seeing it. The vision is becoming clearer and clearer. Okay, now we know why Trump gave that the rallying of the troops, that speech. You know, now we understand why they were evacuating non-essential workers from the Middle East, Western Asia, the Levant region, because this third woe is coming quickly. Things are escalating. Now we understand why he deployed the troops. Okay, I don't know if I had reposted it, but what's his name, Hegseth, he's talking about National Guards can be deployed now anywhere in America. The precedent has been set. Okay, so I just screenshotted a couple things last night. You know, I was waiting to this morning to do this lesson. It's not going to be long. I just got a couple precepts were just screaming in my mind. Again, things are heating up, baby. The least of the flock, which is one of the main scriptures on my mind, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay? And as Elder Apostle Tahar has said time and time again, this third woe is not going to get nuclear yet, okay, or not fully nuclear yet. They might, I don't foresee it, but they might maybe let off a little pocket nuke, a little dirty bomb, who knows? But it's not going to get fully nuclear yet. That lake of fire, that, the Lord's arrows are not fully going to get shot off yet until that charagma, that MOTB, that RFID CHIP, if you catch my drift, that charagma is made mandatory per Revelation 13 and 16. All right? That fully marks the beginning of Jacob's trouble. Right now, we're at the beginning stages. Okay? We've been in Jacob's trouble, but it hasn't really escalated yet hasn't, just like the third woe. We've been in the third woe, but it hasn't really, taken off yet. But it's about to. It's about to be how do I say it? A full sprint. These floodgates are being let out, man. Okay, and now we're starting to see everything more and more clearly. Okay, so this is the main. I'll try to put, if I remember, I'll put this one in the link. I haven't even watched it yet, but as you can see, breaking news: Iran striking Israel. Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, Mr. Mike Bibby, he made his speech. You heard Trump. He was saying that they cannot allow Iran to get nuclear weapons. We know this has been the plan for ages. Okay, this has been the plan for ages. Even Aaron Russo, before he got Control Alt deleted, he told you that what the play was. Okay. You see? But ultimately, all roads lead to the charagma. Okay, things are not going to fully pop off yet until that charagma is made mandatory. Okay, and Elder Apostle Tahar, I saw he had did a quick little lesson about the ICE, going back into the ICE baby, the ICE troops, the ICE agents. The one Northern Kingdom, she looked like Issacharite. She was saying that they scanned my face, and all the information came up. Now everything is coming to, we're seeing everything more and more clear now, which we've been new. The infrastructure is already laid for this digital system. You people are already connected to the internet of all things. Okay, but you're not fully acclimated. You're not fully assimilated into the internet of all things. Okay, but majority of your information is already on the internet. All these agencies, we all have a digital footprint. Okay, but you can still unplug from the matrix if you may, from Skynet if you may. But they don't want that. So they're going to put that charagma in you, in your right hand, your left hand, or your forehead. It's coming, baby. You're not going to be able to buy or sell save he that had that charagma. Okay? We close, baby. The hour of temptation is drawing nigh. It's nigh. So expect more chaos, you know? Expect more T attacks. Expect more false, you know what? FLAGS, I'm already shadow banned, but you already know how it is, but yeah, expect more chaos, man. They need the chaos, okay, to usher in this charagma, okay. Now we understand why these nations were running joint military drills. Now we understand why all throughout Europe they've been talking about conscription, okay. We in them times, baby. Beautiful times to be alive. Okay, everything is coming to a head. Babylon is insolvent. The dollar's collapsing. Okay. There's no work for Egypt. Isaiah 19. Okay. The economy's collapsing. Nothing's moving in Babylon. Okay. We right here, baby. We right here. Let's go, champ. So I'm a Slovakia for that rant. But it's beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. Just a couple scriptures and I'll close out. Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Amalek. And he's doing it, baby. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. I get it in Jeremiah 50:45, because Edom, Babylon, all synonymous. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. All talking about America. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. That's the ultimate end all be all. That's the cherry on top. Okay. America figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgment. Okay. America is the lake of fire. The lake of fire is America being completely engulfed in flames. Okay. And what's going to do that? Intercontinental ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles. Yahushai come to bring fire on the earth. And what may he if it be already kindled? The fire is being kindled. Yahushai Hamashiach is coming back in the midst of the third's woe. He's coming back in the height of Jacob's trouble, in the height of chaos, in the height of all hell breaking loose. And we in them times. Okay? We in them times. Beautiful times to be alive for the hopeful elect. Horrific times for the rest of you. And remember, in order to get through the kingdom, we must go through much tribulation. It's going to get worse, much worse. Okay? But the gospel, the good news is, all this is signaling the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? The kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The kingdom of Yasharallah. Righteousness is about to be reestablished in the earth. Joel 2:20. But I will remove far from, just a couple scriptures that were just screaming in my mind. But we in them times, man, the handful of prophecies that are left to play out are screaming. But again, the main thing we're looking for right now is that charagma being made mandatory. Okay? So expect, again, chaos. Expect more layoffs. Okay? Expect more T attacks. Okay? This devil is about to come in as a flood. He's already deploying his troops. He's deploying the Marines. The precedent is being set. The supply chain is disrupted. Okay, expect famine. It's about to get nasty. Tensions are at an all-time high. The love of many is waxing cold. All hell is about to break loose. Joel 2:20. Hey, this gospel has gone out. That too. The famine of the word is coming. The persecution upon the elect is coming. Okay, we right here. We at the precipice. But I will remove far from you the northern army, the Babylonian army. Okay, because what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gathering all these nations in Western Asia. Okay, that Saudi Gulf region. Okay, the Levant. He's gathering these nations for that third world war. Okay, he's gathering them in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. He's been gathering them, but things are about to intensify. Okay. But I will remove far from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. Again, Saudi Arabia, that region right around there. With his face, the Babylonian army, with his face toward the east sea and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. They're being gathered over there to be destroyed. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to plead with them, all nations, which plead means judge. Close out here. And we know, hey, I'm going to title this one, no, that's World War III. You heard what Sleepy Joe said, you know? Hey, who is, where the hell you think Russia get most of their oil from? Okay? Iran is a major figure in this BRICS alliance, man. Okay, they're a key figure, and they're a warlike people. They're the they go back to the Iranians descend from the Persians. Okay, we've broken that down over and over. Okay, we've broken down these prophecies starting from the elder apostles on down. This sound doctrine, we broke down this word to the point of ad nauseum. We've broken everything down to the least common denominator. There's no excuse. That's why the end is coming. Again, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to lock this truth down. So you better get it while it's hot. You better open up your goddamn mouth, because closed mouths don't get fed. If you got questions, we've got answers. Because the time is coming where we're not going to answer your questions. We're going to tell you, go to them that buy and sell. All you false prophets, all you hirelings, all you niggas that ain't right, you prosperity pimps pimping out your congregation. Your congregation going to be looking for answers, man. There's about to be a crying for wine in the streets. Okay? You're going to be looking for answers, man. And the answer's been out there. Again, I did that lesson from the song from Bob Marley, Rat Race. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. You know? Man, you better get it while it's hot, because life as you know it is about to change overnight. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Again, that's talking about Russia for the umpteenth time. Okay? And guess what? Russia is a Duke of Edom. They're Edomites. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is using Edom to destroy Edom. Okay? Russia, Putin, they're just a means to an end. and say, Thus saith the Lord Adawan Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Again, to the point of ad nauseum, we done broke it down to you, starting from the head apostles on down. That's talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai putting that USSR spirit back in Russia. Okay? And he's been doing it. Okay? Russia is ready. They've been ready. They don't want to do it, but this devil's cornered. Okay? Primarily Babylon and Amalek. They drawn them out. Okay? They're forcing their hand. Okay? What do I always say? There's a major divide in the earth. The West versus the East. NATO and their EU allies being led by the whore America, Babylon the Great, which is really being led by Amalek, versus the East. Russia, Iran, China, North Korea, and their BRICS allies. And some of your allies are going to turn on you. Babylon, America, even your own mother shall be sore confounded of you. They shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. We're in these times. Everything, the picture's clear as hell, man. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, that's the main key component, a key nation in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's movie for this third woe. Persia, India, Slovakia. Persia is Iran. They even, if you talk to a Iranian in these modern times, they know they descend from the Persians. Okay? We always reference the movie The 300. The Immortals. Okay? When you go back to Xerxes and shit. Okay? They were a great nation, a warlike people at one point. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is putting that spirit back on all these nations. So again, it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. The modern day sword is the gun. The ultimate sword is a missile. Persia, Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. This is the main point. Be thou prepared, and they've been prepared. They've been running joint military drills. They've been, look at what North Korea and Russia did. They traded arms. They did a major arm deal. Okay, they've been working together, preparing themselves for this third world's woe that they really don't want to get into, but it's inevitable. And it's biblical prophecy. The Battle of Armageddon. We right here, baby. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. No, that's World War III. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. That's why it's World War III, because you fuck with Iran, Russia's stepping in, okay? And Russia ain't coming by himself. Russia coming with China. Russia coming with North Korea, India, Pakistan. All these nations about to get tapped in. It's about to be a WWIII SmackDown, okay? A cage match. We heading into a no holds bar title match. Okay? And guess what? None of you heathens, none of you nations gonna get the victory. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is coming to finish you off. 2 Ezra 13. They were scared, but there's fight. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai about to pull up in a big way. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the angels, they the real pull-up boys. And they about to pull up. And they about to pull up in the heat of chaos. When you least expect it. When you thought it couldn't get no worse. After many days shalt thou be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, Yasharallah, which have been always waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Let me see. A couple more. Thus saith the Lord WWIII Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. WWIII, he turneth it as the rivers of water, he turneth it ever whichsoever way he will. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai stirring up these nations, stirring up these kings, stirring up the mighty men, waking up the mighty men. Thus saith the Lord WWIII Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. That's why America's called this is why America's referenced as the virgin daughter of Babylon, because she ain't been touched yet, but she's about to be ravished like she ain't been ravished before. I'm reading it. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, you Babylonians. You comatose, man, you blind. That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Okay? Let me see. That's the point. Okay? I can't remember. I'm not going to look for it. But yeah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, it says he's going to stir up the Medes, right? The Russians. And they shall not regard, as for silver and gold, they shall not delight in them. They going to be like madmen, sparing none. Esau, this devil coming down with great wrath. These Babylonian Edomites and these other nations. The Dukes of Edom and these stormtroopers. You know, you got a bunch of, man, this is about to get nasty. You got all type of sleeper cells. Man, this powder keg is about to explode. And they really want it. They orchestrating the chaos. Order ad chaos. Why? So they can bring in that charagma. The charagma is at the door. We close, baby. Keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. Beautiful times. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam yasharallah.